Hello everyone, welcome to the final presentation of Otter's Niche for MI841 Understanding Users course. Otter's Niche is a collecting casual game aims to otters conservation. In this game, players can set accordingly enrichment stuff to attract various otters, collecting them. And meanwhile, serious conservation knowledge are integrated into the gameplay. The reason why we want to make this game because otters are excellent environmental indicators. However, the decline of otters does not draw enough attention. For example, for star species panda, they own 63 NFSC grants in China, but there are only two for otters. So we hope to disseminate some serious otters conservation knowledge to make more people participate participate in otters conservation. So the idea originated from Ant Forest and an additional gameplay in Ant Forest, Protected Areas Patrol. Ant Forest is a minigame in online payment platform Alipay in China. It can track users' low carbon actions and turning them into points to plant real trees in desert. And in Protected Areas Patrol, it's additional gameplay in Ant Forest. In this game, players can experience the patrol work in protected areas and learn some serious knowledge about different kind of species, wild species. But the problem is the whole game experiences is quite tedious and didactic. The serious knowledge is not integrated into the gameplay. They're just directly shown in the form of text. So what we want to do is to create a fun game that integrate the serious knowledge of wild animals. So we defined our design challenges and we had decided on our target audiences. At first, our goal of this game is to create a fun game that users can learn serious knowledges about wild animals happily and unconsciously. So then the question comes to where can we find our target users? So we chose the Nanjing Hongshan Forest Zoo as our sampling place because it's the most animal friendly zoo in China. People from different cities, different ages can come here to know about various animals. And they are quite knowledgeable. So we can learn a lot of knowledge of biodiversity conservation in this forest zoo. And we want to observe different types of users in this Zoom from different age or different professions like teenagers under 20 or people visiting with children. We hope that our games can attract people from different ages, from different professions. The only reason they want to be engaged in this game is they're animal lovers, no matter how old they are. And then we conducted some interviews with our friends, the people around us, to know more about our users. We conducted two interviews. The first one is at the initial stage, and the second one is in the midterm. So at first, we want to find out the user's interest about animal conservation game. So, do they interested in this? So, and at the midterm interview, we have a more clear goal and a more specific direction. So the interview is aimed at collecting users' feedback about the idea of otter's niche. So we want to know, are they interested in the idea of otter's conservation? So here's some findings. Through this interview, we know most of our target audience, they'd love to raise an animal in their farm and learn some serious knowledge. And we also have some like more detailed suggestion about otters conservation, like we know what do they expect from our game. And we also conducted some secondary research. So in this way, we can know more about otters and their habitats. And we also find out some uh, users' preference about virtual pet games. So in the secondary research, we know why odors matters and their neglected situations back now. So we can see from the table that the articles and the grants of otters are much less than other star species like panda, golden snub-nosed monkey. And we also know that people nowadays still eager to be engaged with virtual pets games because we need this kind of effective connection with animals, no matter what types of animals. So after those research, we have a more clear questions. At first, our topic is quite broad. It's very big. It's like how to make an interesting game aimed at animal conservation. But now, after the interview, the research, we have a specific direction. We want to focus on otters conservation and we want to develop a collecting casual game. That's more clear. And here's the accessible design strategy for our game. It's based on Xbox accessibility guidelines from Microsoft. We hope to build some features for fully blind group, sight impaired group, color blind group, and deaf or hard of hearing groups. We hope these minority groups could feel included in our game through these specific features. And then we conducted competitive analysis. We choose three types of products. The first one is the original game, Protected Area Patrol from Ant Forest. And the second one is a classic collecting virtual pet game called Kitty Collector. In this game, players can purchasing food, cat toys, to attract a variety of cats to their home to collect them. And the third one is a offline project. Um, is it's a combination of online and offline. It's from Nanjing Hongshan Forest Zoo. Like people can adopt animals online by donate some money, so they can participate in the real animal conservation process. So from these benchmarks, we learn a lot from their advantages and disadvantages, and we know how to design a, a farm collecting game and how to integrate some serious knowledge into our gameplay.
Next is persona analysis. Amy is a designer and she is also an animal lover. In her free time, Amy volunteers at a zoo. Amy donates to animal protection organizations every year, and she hopes to try her best to protect some endangered animals. Amy used our product to share her process of protecting animals with other animal lovers. And Amy also raised some endangered animals in our game and learn about their current situation. Our game will make Amy satisfied and will also give her peace of mind and a sense of accomplishment. Our game wants players pay attention to the current situation of some endangered animals. Our game will also provide our user a channel to protect the animal. Liam is a programmer and he is also an animal lover. However, he is busy at work, so he has no time to raise a pet. Liam is also a gamer. In his free time, Liam likes to play simulation game and a digital pet game. Liam raises animals in our game and learn about the habits of animals. Liam feels relaxed when playing our games, and raising wild animals also gives Liam a sense of accomplishment. Our game lets users understand animals and their living conditions. Our game also lets users pay more attention to environmental protection issues. Next is the journey map. Amy knows this game through social media and her friends and so on. And then he searched some information about this game on website. Then he feels interested about this game and he wants to try to play this game, so she downloads this game. When playing this game, she found that the game provides her a way to protect the endangered animals, and this game also provides her some current information about endangered animals. When playing this game, Amy steals her friends' points and resources to level up the environment for animals. And she also tries to feed the animals and play with them. After playing this game, Amy feels fulfilled to raise the animal, and he also achieves something meaningful in the real world through an interesting gameplay. Liam is a programmer in a game company, and he likes to talk about games with his friend. He knows this game through his friend, and when he comes back home one day, he searches the game on Steam. Liam likes digital pet game, so he downloads this game. Liam feels happy to raise animals in the game. He raises big animals such as pandas and sharks. Liam feels excited that he raised this animal in the game, not only in the game but also in real world. Next is environmental design. Our game is positioned as a casual game related to animal development. So when I decided on art style, I preferred a cartoon style. Here are the benchmarks, and these are characters draft. When I finished coloring the character, I showed the picture to many people, and they concluded that the color contrast was a bit high, and the picture looked brighter. I think for a casual game, if the images are too bright, it may not be friendly to eyes. So I adjust the color and increase the grayscale. The image on top right corner is the final game image. Otters live in forests, lakes, rivers, and so on. So when designing the game themes, I chose some environment suitable for otters to live in and draw the game themes based on this. The image on right is the final game themes.
So after we develop the art style and character design, we made the wireframe to show our basic gameplay, and we made it into a video to show the basic game experiences. So here's the home page. So the initial page of the game shows an empty environment. So, and then you can click the button in the upper part to try different features. So if you click the otters, So you can check the odors book. Odors book is for players to check what types of odors they've already collected. And then if players click the shop, they can use their money, little fishes, to buy some enrichment stuff and then set these stuffs to the environment. And once players choose a stuff, they can put it in anywhere they want in the environment. After they put it, in a while, it will attract some certain species of otters come to visit this niche. See, here comes some otters. And after otters play with these toys, these stuffs, they will leave some little fishes as a gift or rewards for players. So it can be seen as a kind of money. So you can use these little fishes to trade more stuffs, foods for otters, or unlock new sim. And also, players can use the camera to take photos of different types of otters to collect their emotions, to collect their different poses. And also, by clicking these otters, we can check their profile. In the profile, there's some preference of these typical otters, and we can also check the serious knowledge about these types of otters. And also, the photos we take will be categorized categorized into the album. And also, the whole environment can be slayed from left to right. So they can have like whole experiences or whole view of this environment. So here's the demo video. And after we made the demo, we conducted the user observation to test the usability of our game and the fun of our game. So we conducted in through the Zoom meeting. We invited 4 participants join our testing. So the type of study is interview. So our objective is to test the usability of the interaction design, the efficacy of disseminating knowledge, and the form of gameplay, as well as the feeling towards the art style. The whole process is at the first, the participants didn't know much about our game. They just to play with our prototype randomly as what they want. So we observe 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 them and coding their behaviors. So and then after the first experience, they were they were asked to finish a survey after the testing, and then we will explain the prototype with more details, with more background knowledge about the game. So we did a quick interview about what do the do they expect from the game, what do they think about of our ideas and the whole game experiences. Here's some insight from our user observation. we can see that, for example, in the aspect of usability of the game, most users find confused when they first enter the homepage. So maybe in the following iteration, we'll add tutorial into the game to guide players to know how to play with the game. So here's some recommendations based on the conservation, like add a tutorial system, and we need to hone the sense of surprise because most of our users said that they feel fun and they feel be surprised by, like, they don't know what type of goods will attract what type of authors. So they need to figure out by themselves. This kind of game experiences bring their sense of surprise. And we also need to improve our UI and graphic systems so that our users can learn the serious knowledge more efficient. So that's all. Here's the introduction page of our team members and our responsibilities in this project. So thanks for your listening. Thanks for your watching. Thanks for our dear professor, Susan Bonner. Are so grateful. We are so grateful for your guidance. And thanks to our audience who are watching this video. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.